the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking for a gap, it's Gordon. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after a terrific run. Big play in the running game for this offense. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, first and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cowboys will snap it on first and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on.
And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionized.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Takes the handoff. It's Giddens. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They feed him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And it's slipped out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
This is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to being in this position. I think it's going to take one effort, one individual great play to finally wake this team up and get them back some momentum.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
They'll leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Defense going to use a timeout, can't afford to have any confusion on the call here. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Presley. He's got great speed, really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They'll run this play from the pistol. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. A great catch and run for 6. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the camp. Offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Gonna run it. It's Giddens. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Johnson looking to throw. Finds a man by himself. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. The quick out. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cephas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Using his legs, it's Gordon. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where...
Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is... They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The corners are walked up tight. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down.
Here we go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down for the tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they They haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good.
I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Oklahoma State offense will take over first and 10.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Green. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Rides to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.